was actually this. Meg Thee Stallion came out on LA Leakers. She said, Fuge taxed her for $250,000 for the verse. This is, and by the way, I'm going to let you hear what she's saying, and then I'm going to give my overall opinion. This is what she said.
Pressurelicious is the one I want to talk about.
Okay.
All right, so you and Future, how does this song come about?
Okay, so it's a really crazy story. So I had the beat for Pressurelicious, right? And I recorded the song, and I recorded it one way. And I'm like, you know what? This will really sound hard if Future was on it. So I feel like being a woman in the industry, reaching out to a man trying to get a feature is always going to be a task. Like, you know, like you never know what to expect. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me just stop this right now. If Nicki hits Future, like hop on the song, Future not charging her. Big facts. Any nigga who thinks that, I know, I have proof, and I know niggas who the last collab they did, there's no fucking money exchange. So when I heard Nicki saying this, Nicki sounds like, what's that new girl that who just got signed? Glorilla or something like that. No, not Nicki. I mean, Meg sounds like Glorilla. Like, oh, yeah, he was going to tax me. What the fuck? You're Meg Thee Stallion. Why the fuck would Future tax you unless maybe the internet hype about you, the likability about you ain't what it really is in the industry. Because if Cardi want a verse from Future, he's not charging. Facts. It's a swap. If Nicki wants a verse from Future, not charging. That's a swap. If Doja Cat wants a verse from Future, he's not charging. That's a swap. If you getting taxed $250,000 by Future, and you supposedly this hot girl, big queen, it was very telling. But here's the thing. I'm wondering, why the hell did she even say this?
Like, you don't know how it's about to go. So how I went about it was, okay, somebody figure out what's Future price. Like, let's just ask him what's his feature price.
Okay.
And they was like, okay, $250. He wants $250K. I was like, okay, bet. Somebody go pull $250,000
out the account real quick.
Yeah, somebody go pull $250,000 out the bank and go drop it off to Future and tell him I need the verse before he leave. Cause
I'm gonna shoot Meg some bail, by the way, on this. I'm gonna shoot some bail. I know some of y'all might think, bro, I come in to spit the facts, bro. Like, nigga, I'm big act, bro. Like, I don't gotta come here and just constantly grind axes. I do have an angle why she would pay this, because I really think no matter what her reputation is, whatever people think about her, bro, she's still an artist with a certain prestige. Why are you paying Future a quarter? Yo, all that like niggas saying they're charging $500,000 for a verse is not for other rappers who are lit. Let me just give you the, like, that's for the rapper who's trying to get on, or the rapper who's on with the deal that's trying to get extra on. Meg, you're on. Future not charging no $250,000. That's a swap. Unless Future just don't fuck with you, or he might have no interest in working with you in the future. Because if any two artists, like for example, put like this, Meg and Future, I would think that, and this is what's called a swap, right? Hey, you do this song, and by the way, it's written into contracts like that. It's literally like, I'm trying to give y'all a little bit of like industry verbiage. It's written into contracts like that. Hey, there's no money being transferred. This will be considered a swap, which means that you're gonna give this verse basically in promise that later on when you need a verse from me, I won't charge you. So, when you hear these dumbass artists, I'm like, yeah, it's $500,000 for a verse. For who? Now, usually where that happens, like say Drake hops on Young Blue's song, right? Which is Your Mind Still. Drake could go to his label and say, yo, me on his song is going to do crazy numbers. I want to get paid $500,000. That makes sense. Your artist is going to be severely helped by me for me to clear it or whatever the case is, right? Give me $500,000. That's how that works. But Meg isn't in that situation. So this is what I thought, and I'm gonna shoot Meg some bail because I want to be fair. I think Meg might might have also done this because at the end of the day, forget what she has to pay. Everything she has to pay will be that's basically the expenses that her current record deal has to deal with. So the guy she's trying to get out of a record deal with his name is Carl Crawford. So basically, say she dropped a project with no features, and say she makes $10 million. It's $10 million in profits, right? For the most part, obviously producer, whatever, right? But let's just say it's $10 million in profit. Now, for her who doesn't like the person who she signed to, she rather say, yo, Future, take this $300,000 because I know I'm not going to make nothing from this project. I'm dropping it just to get off the label. So she's like, I'd rather get all y'all paid off of this because I ain't going to get paid off of this. And then when I get on Atlantic, because Atlantic, I don't know if you guys heard news, Atlantic is going to sign her straight up, right? So she's, no, it's not on Atlantic. No, she is about to go to Atlantic. She's on 300 right now. But 300 and Atlantic have some situation. Anyway, her next contract's going to be direct, but for her, she don't want the guy who's signing her now to make a lot of money. So the best thing for her is to rack up the bills to make it like, yo, no matter what we make, which she's expected to sell 50,000. Okay, so whatever they make, they have to be like, well, there is no profit because remember you have to pay Future this, you have to pay whatever. Maybe that's an angle, so I'm shooting her some bail. So this might be like, I think she really doesn't like that dude. I don't know why, whatever the case is, but she doesn't like the dude called Crawford. Maybe that's the reason why she's saying this. It was shocking to me that an artist of her caliber would say this because if Doja Cat said she had to pay $250,000 for a Future feature, it would confuse everybody. And that's why it's confusing me with her. So I think she's playing a game, and I think this is all instructed by Rock Nation, okay? Rock Nation, don't kill me. I see y'all on my ass. Chill. Act one, no issues no more, okay?
I feel like we was both in Miami, and I told my manager, I was like...
But press the list. This is the one I want to talk about.
Here we go.
And I feel like it was a Sunday. But I wanted that feature. I was like, Fairs, you got to go get that money out the bank. He was like, Megan, how you want us to pull $250,000 out the bank? I told somebody from my label, I was like, we need to get Future $250,000 before he leave Miami because I got to get this first. But anyways, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. They pay for the feature. I'm going to shoot her some bail. I think that's a strategy of making sure the guy who's benefiting of the project, which is Carl Crawford, that's the last project he has with her, doesn't get a lot of money. And how do you do that? You basically run up the expenses and basically say, well, you're not going to get much profit because you have to pay out mad expenses. So Carl Crawford would be a little bit upset. And for her, she's like, well, whatever. And I would imagine the next time she works for Future, she would be like, yo, Future, yo, I did that shit for you when I was with that bitch ass nigga. Yo, it's obviously we're going to do a swap now. But it was very odd to me, knowing how the industry works, that Meg Thee Stallion is not doing a swap with Future, okay? Either that or he doesn't fuck with her like that, which I've never heard Future say nothing about Meg. You know what I mean? And Future and Tory not like gang, so whatever. Anyway, that's one of the things. Yo, I got a lot of